Hello again. As we all know, the BBC is far more concerned with catering for various ethnic minorities than it is in making programmes which the 85% of the British population who are white would enjoy. Their latest offering, though, must be the worst yet. It is a 4-part drama on the prime spot on Sunday evening. All the main characters are African or Caribbean. You can see here. The thumbnail for this video shows a couple of those starring in this strange production. Like most people, I am familiar with the habit of television companies as they try to squeeze black actors into any production, even one set in Tudor England or Regency period. But this is the first time that I have observed all the parts being taken by black people. It is, I suspect, a harbinger of things to come. Just to remind viewers, only 3% of the population in this country are black, that is to say of African or Caribbean origin. And yet it is that tiny proportion whose interests seem chiefly to concern the country's intelligentsia, academics, advertising executives and all who work for the media. I dare say that part of this is catering for the American market. In America, African Americans make up about 15% of the population. Anybody making films and television series in Britain always hopes to sell them to the United States at some point, and so feel that the more black people they can work in, the better this will be. There is also the matter that some companies now have a commitment to engaging a certain percentage of staff who will be of some minority or other. Black actors are accordingly in great demand at the moment. This all leaves those of us who happen to be white and to have grown up in a largely white society at something of a loss. When I look through my newspaper in the morning and see only black people in advertisements, I find it slightly irritating because it is always black people and very seldom any other minority. How often do viewers see Indian Hindus, women in saris, Orthodox Jews, Sikhs or others in advertisements? Black people have become the default setting if you want to indicate a multiracial society. If you just look at my paper today, for example, here's another drama series on television, and you might be able to see that that's got all black people in it as well. I've no idea what it's about, but it seems to be quite the thing at the moment. And of course, if you're advertising a Fitbit watch, who better to have than a black person advertising it? I suppose that we should really see this just as a bit of a craze which will pass in time. It's annoying, but once people get into the way of something like this kind, everybody joins in. If you're selling Fitbit watches, then showing a black man demonstrates that you are right on, anti-racist and probably a supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement into the bargain. All we can really do is grit our teeth and wait for this particular phase to pass.